To just also thank the CS, congratulate him for being the first one in this very unique arrangement where we get answers firsthand instead of what we used to go about last parliament, 11th parliament, chairs who had no substantial answers. I have listened to the CS very carefully, and Mr. Speaker, this small matter of birth registration may look small, but the inconveniences it gets to people and to the public at large are huge. You want to take your child to grade 1 to register for NEMIS, you need a birth certificate. You want to get a passport, you will need a birth certificate. So, Mr. Speaker, I am actually perturbed to hear the CS say that he has written letters to the government printer, who is also anchored under the same ministry. I do not have the advantage of their nexus, so I will not speak to the letters. But my question is, follow-up question is, what are the timelines that we are looking at? And the reason I ask that, Mr. Speaker, is because shortages with birth registration, with death registration, shortages with IDs, printing materials are treated as normal. So my first question is, how does the civil registration services sit in the ministry in terms of budget allocation, in terms of autonomy, in terms of being able to run these services, Mr. Speaker? Number two,
supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, this is my question, and you did very badly with that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll try to be very quick. The other one is the fact that the annexure between the Linda Mama parents, Mr. Speaker, and Linda Mama women. I am a practicing mother. I have given birth in the not so long past, Mr. Speaker. And I can tell you, whether you give birth in a public...
I didn't know being a mother is a practice?
Yeah, it's practicing. It's still ongoing. It's still ongoing, Mr. Speaker. But I'm just confirming, because I have gone through it, I know whether you give birth in the public hospitals or the private hospitals, you must be issued with that short pink paper that is called a notification, Mr. Speaker. That notification, you can use it in 6 months. But hospitals and scrupulous hospitals, Mr. Speaker, are detaining mothers so that they are there for longer, so that the bills accumulate to pay. But that pink paper, even for home deliveries, Mr. Speaker, is gotten from the B1 paper that I'm asking about. So that is their nexture with the Linda Mama. And finally, Mr. Speaker, last parliament, I brought a motion here. It was overwhelmingly approved because many members, including Muhaya MP, the Northern Kenya, Mr. Speaker, do not have civil registration centers. So we requested, and this House passed, that we establish in every sub-county a civil registration center. So I'll be very keen to know what is the progress on that motion, even as we implement, Mr. Speaker, or does it have to wait longer? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mayaka.